Hello everyone, I am Miss Priyanka Late, working as lecturer at Mula Rural Institute of Pharmacy Sone. In this presentation, I am going to discuss topic introductions of business, commerce, trade and elements of economic. In this presentation, we will discuss content, definition of business and commerce. Branches of commerce. There are two branches of commerce. First, trade, and second, activities revolving around the trade. Then, types of trade, advantages and disadvantages of trade, difference between wholesalers and retailers, economic, types of economic activities, economic systems and its types. Now firstly, we will discuss definition of business and commerce. Business means any activity which involves production and distribution of goods and services with the main purpose of earning profit. Second definition, commerce. Commerce is defined as the sum total of all activities which are engaged in removal of hindrance of person, place, time, money and others in the exchange of commodities. Other definition of commerce. Commerce is a part of business which includes all those activities which facilitates the smooth exchange of goods and services. Next point, trade. The word trade meaning buying, selling and exchange of goods, the system or channel which helps the exchange of goods. Next point, types of trade. There are two main types of trade. First, internal trade and second, international trade. In that, internal trade again divided into two types. First, wholesale trade and second, retail trade. And international trade again divided into three types. First, import trade, second, export trade and third, interport trade. We will discuss one by one. In that, first, internal trade is also called as home trade and consists of sale and exchange of goods within the boundaries of a country. This may be local trade, state trade and interstate trade. In that, first, local trade, the goods are purchased and sold at a particular place. Second, state trade, the goods are traded only in a particular state. And third, interstate trade, the goods are bought and sold from one state to another state. Then, types of internal trade. In that, first type, wholesale trade. This involves sales of goods in comparatively large quantity to those traders who are in direct contact with the consumer, that is, the retailers. The wholesalers serve as a link between the producer or manufacturer of goods and the retail traders. In pharmaceutical trade, the wholesalers are classified into four categories. First, super distributors or super stockists. Second, stockist. Third, wholesale dealers or sub-stockists. And fourth, clearing and forwarding agent. We will discuss one by one. First, super distributors or super stockist. A super stockist is appointed by manufacturer. He covers larger geographical area, that is in one or two states. He has to purchase the products in large quantities. He has to store the product properly to satisfy the market needs of the entire area. Second, stockist. A stockist may be appointed by the manufacturer or wholesaler. He covers 2 to 4 districts in a state. Third, wholesale dealers or sub-stockists. They are appointed by superstockist or stockist. They cover a distribution in one district only. And fourth, clearing and forwarding agent, C&F agent. They are the agent of manufacturer. They purchase entire quantity of the products produced by manufacturer. They receive commission depending upon quantities of sales in a given period of time. Second type, retail trade. In this trade, the retailer supplies the requirement of consumers in small quantities as per their need. As such, he serves as a link between the wholesalers and the actual consumer. In pharmaceutical trade, the chemist or the druggist plays the role of a retailer. A retail chemist is an outlet for providing drugs or healthcare services to the patient, or a retail dispenses the prescriptions of the medical practitioners and sells medicines to the patient. Then second type, international trade or foreign trade. External trade means the exchange of goods and services between citizens, business firms or government of different countries. International trade is also called as foreign trade or external trade. In that, first, import trade. When a traders of one country purchase goods from the traders of other countries, it is called import trade. Second, export trade. When a traders of one country sells goods to the traders of other countries, this trade is called export trade. And third, interport trade. When a traders purchase goods from one country and sells the same goods to another country, it is called interport trade. It is also called re-export trade. Re-export trade is carried on by countries which have ports that are conveniently situated to serve as distributing centers for neighboring countries which import large quantities of such goods. London and Singapore have a considerable amount of re-export trade. Many pharmaceutical companies are marketing their products to overseas countries. While exporting pharmaceutical products to other countries, among other things, the following conditions must be satisfied. First, international standards for formulations are maintained. Second, international standards for packaging are also maintained. Third, the export items must be cleared by the Food and Drug Authority, that is FDA, of the country concerned. And fourth, clinical data of pharmaceutical product is provided. Next point, advantages of foreign trade. There are 7 advantages of foreign trade. First, foreign exchange. Second, benefits to consumer. Third, increase in government income. Fourth, cultural development. Fifth, export of excess production. 6, more profit. And 7, availability of all types of goods. We will discuss one by one. First, foreign exchange. In that, a country is able to earn valuable foreign exchange by exporting its goods to other countries. With the help of the foreign exchange, it can purchase goods of its needs from other countries. Second, benefits to consumers. Consumers of the various countries are also benefited from international trade. A variety of goods of better quality are available to them at reasonable prices. It leads to rises in their standard of living. Third, increase in government income. The government imposes import and export duties on the imports and exports. By this way, government is able to earn a lots of revenue from the international trade. Fourth, cultural development. The trade, people of different countries come in contact with each other through international trade. They learn about each other's cultural qualities. 6. Fifth, export of excess production. Every country tries to manufacture those products in which it has got specialization. The excess production of these products is exported to other countries and needed goods are imported. So, with the help of foreign trade, a country can consume such goods which cannot be produced by it. Next, 6. More profit. The traders can be earn more profit in foreign trade as compared to inland trade. Moreover, a traders get a choice to sell his products wherever the prices are higher. And last, 7. Availability of all types of goods. All types of goods are made available very easily from other countries which are not available in our country. Next point, disadvantages of foreign trade. There are 7 disadvantages of foreign trade. In that, first, mutual dependence. Second, exploitation. Third, foreign competition. Fourth, shortage of goods in a country. Fifth, bad effects on economy. 6. Fear of dumping. And 7. Effect on culture. We will discuss one by one. First, mutual dependence. In that, the dependence in trade on other countries sometimes create serious problems. Then second, exploitation. All the countries are dependent on each other in international trade. There is no country in the world which can meet all its requirements on its own. This dependence leads to the exploitation of developing countries by the developed countries. Third, foreign competition. The countries producing similar types of goods have to compete with each other in the international market. Developing countries face these problems as these are unable to compete with other developed countries. Fourth, shortage of goods in a country. To earn more profit, sometimes the traders prefers to sell the goods to other countries than in their own country. This results in the shortage of goods within the country. Fifth, bad effects on economy. In that, one country affects the economy of other country through international trade. 6. Fear of dumping. The developed countries start selling their products at very low price. As a result, the industries in the underdeveloped countries close down. After that, they start charging higher prices. And last, 7. Effect on culture. There are so many goods which are not suitable in accordance with our culture and traditions, etc. The import of these goods affects our cultural and civilization. The next point, activities revolving around the trade. Institutions that are made and built to assist and support to trading process means all those things which are helps to trade. In that, first, banking, second, transport, third, insurance, fourth, warehousing, fifth, packaging, and sixth, advertising and publicity. We will discuss one by one. First, banking. Bank and other institutions provide money to manufacturers, traders, and individual persons. So banking remove hindrance of money. Banking system provides the following services to its customers. In that first, it provides loans and advance for purchase of raw materials and machinery. Second, it also provides overdraft facilities. Third, it allows the facility of discounting of bills. Fourth, it acts as an agent for its customer as regards collection of bills, checks, dividends, etc. And fifth, it provides foreign exchange, issuing letters of credit, etc., thus giving assistance in foreign trade. Second, transport. Transport is a medium which takes the products from one place to another. It makes the products available in retail stores and it provides more space for storage of products in industry and at wholesalers. Thus, transport removes hindrance of place. There are various means of transport such as rail, road, air, water, pipeline transport, etc. The railways are the most effective means for movement of goods. Goods are carried from pharmaceutical house to the railway station by road transport and packed into wagon of goods train. Some big pharmaceutical houses have their own carriers such as trucks, tempo, etc. to transport goods from one place to the another. Air transport is used at the time of emergency or for import and export of goods from one country to the other country. Next, insurance. Insurance covers losses due to fire, flood, drafts, accident, loss of goods in transit, etc. So, insurance removes hindrance of risk. There are four types of insurance. In that first, life insurance, second, fire insurance, third, marine insurance, and fourth, general insurance. We will discuss one by one. First, life insurance. Life insurance provides for payment of a stipulated sum of money to the insured person on expiry of a specified number of years or on his or her earlier death. Second, fire insurance. The insurance company undertakes to make a payment equal to the value of goods or lost or damage suffered as a result of fire. Third, marine insurance. The risks covered are loss or damage to the insured vessel, cargo, or passenger during transportation on the high seas. And fourth, general insurance covers risk of loss due to draft and specified happening. Then fourth, warehousing. It is the duty of producer or suppliers to make the product available whenever required. Warehousing promotes the trade by saving time and so warehousing removes hindrance of time. Storage facilities are provided by three types of warehouses. In that first, private warehouses, second, public warehouses, third, bonded warehouses. We will discuss one by one. In that first, private warehouses. Private warehouses are owned by big business concerns or wholesalers for the storage of their own stocks. Second, public warehouses. Public warehouses are operated by business firms which provide storage facilities to the general public for a certain charges. And third, bonded warehouses are licensed to accept imported goods for storage until the payment of customers' duties are made. The storage of goods is necessary due to following reasons. First, to maintain stability in price. Second, to ensure the availability of goods throughout the years in spite of the facts that the same grows or is produced only during a particular season. For example, tincture orange is manufactured when oranges are available, but it is available in the market throughout the year. There is always a time gap between production of goods and its subsequent sale. To ensure continuous availability of goods in the market, its proper packaging is essential. Fourth, to maintain an adequate reserve of stock and eliminate the possibility of delay in receiving further stocks of goods in the time as a result of delay in transportation. Fifth, certain goods such as drugs, chemicals, perishable foods, etc., are required to be properly stored to prevent their destruction or damage. 6. The storage is necessary to take the advantage of bulk buying. Next, fifth, packaging. Packaging removes hindrance of spoilage of goods. The products after their manufacture are required to be packed properly to protect the same from spoilage, breakage and leakage during handling and transportation. Packaging refers to the wrapping, creating, filling and compression, etc. of goods. Proper packaging is also essential according to Drug and Cosmetic Act and Rules 1945. It helps in identification of a product if it is packed with a particular mark and design. Moreover, proper packaging also avoided deterioration of product. It facilitates the handling and use of the product. It also ensures the supply of products of right quantity, right quality and weight to the consumers. 6. Advertising and publicity. Advertising and publicity remove the hindrance of knowledge. Both inform the public about availability of product and qualities of product through radio, TV, newspapers, magazines, posters on the walls, window display, trade fair and exhibition. The main objective of advertising and publicity is to create, sustain and increase the demand of goods produced by manufacturers. The majority of pharmaceutical products are ethical products and their direct advertisement is prohibited according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Objectionable Advertisement Act. However, general home remedies products such as pain balms, inhalers, iodex, antiseptic creams and other products which do not require a prescription for their purchase can be advertised by any other of the direct methods of advertisement. Then, difference between wholesalers and retailers. Wholesalers, they act as middlemen between the manufacturer and the retailers, and retailers, they act as middlemen between wholesalers and consumers. Then wholesalers, they deal in large quantity or large scale business, and retailers, they deal in small quantity or small scale business. Then wholesalers, the location of wholesalers shop is not very important and the location of retailer shop is very important. Then wholesalers, windows display of goods is not important and retailer windows display of goods is essential in order to attract the customers. Then wholesalers, they do not have direct contact with consumers and retailers have direct contact with consumers. Next point, economic. The word economics is derived from two Greek words. First, icons means household and second, nemin means management. So, thus the economic means the management of household. In order to understand the elements of economics, the following aspects of economics may be taken into consideration. In that, first, economic activities and second, economic system. We will discuss first economic activities. People are engaged in different kinds of economic activities to earn money, which are called occupation. They are classified into three groups. In that, first, business, second, profession, and third, employment. We will discuss one by one. First, business. Business means that economic activity which is primarily done with the purpose of earning profit. It involves the production of goods and services on a regular basis and carry an element of risk and uncertainty. Trading, banking, insurance and manufacturing are business activity. Second, profession. Profession means an occupation which involves rendering of personal services of a specialized nature based on professional education, training and knowledge. For example, physician, pharmacist, lawyer, accountant, etc. Third, employment. Employment means a personal services rendered by a person to an organization under a contract of employment or service. Employment may be in a government department or undertaking or in a private organization. Then economic system. Economic system denotes the economic relationships which arises in the community from the organization or mode of production and distribution. The economic system should be simple and easy for human beings to satisfy their wants. Types of economic system. There are three types of economic system. First, capitalist system, second, social system and third, mixed economy. We will discuss one by one. First, capitalist system. In capitalist system, there is freedom of every kind. The producers are free to acquire any property and produce any product. Second, social system. In this system, the large and basic industries are owned and controlled by government. Sometimes the distribution is also controlled by government. Third, mixed economy. The activities of both systems are used. It means some economic activities are kept open for the public. Limitations of economic. In that, first, it is not a complete study of human activities. Only those activities which are concerned with money are studied. Second, it studies at activities of only those human beings who are members of society. Third, it is the measuring rod of money to assess human motives, but this measuring rod lacks accuracy. So, it cannot measure accurately the human motives. Thank you.